Hey YouTube, Andrew here. First off, I want to apologize for not making any videos in quite some time. As those of you that really know me know, I work at Publix, and and this month has just been really busy considering we've got Christmas coming up. And now that I have the time and the energy to do so, I'm about to get on to my updated Red Dragon Archfiend deck profile. One that's based around the new Banlist coming up next month. And I also got some competitive staples along the way. So my deck, I feel, is a bit more prepared for tournaments than it was last month. So anyways, onto my profile. Starting up for monsters, we first have 3 Vision Resonator. Next we have 3 Soul Resonator. Not much of the main deck has really changed except that it now has Snatch Steal and that it has 1 Effect Veiler. 3 Crimson Resonator. 3 Bone Archfiend. 2 Chain Resonator. Red Resonator, sorry. This guy, I love this guy's life point increase ability. Like, it's just so convenient getting to have an instant life point increase like that. And if it's special summoned, of course. 2 Synchron Resonator. Now for hand traps. 3 Ash Blossom. 2 Ghost Ogre. And finally for monsters, 1 Effect Veiler. I ran 3 of her in this deck previously, but I now have Infinite Impermanence. So running her at just 1 is one of my reasons, and I run that card at 3 in this deck. But my 2 reasons for still running her is because her effect is generally still really good, and because she's a tuner monster. And the more tuner monsters I have in my graveyard, the more powerful Supernova gets. And the more I can fiddle around using Red Rising Dragon's ability. Now for spells. 3 Crimson Gaia. 3 Resonator Call. 1 Absolute Power Force. May consider bumping that card up to 2. 1 Called by the Grave. 1 Triple Tactic Talents. A competitive staple I didn't have in my previous profile that I have now. 1 Change of Heart. Now I know not a lot of decks in competitive really use this card, but I still feel that getting to take an opponent's monster for free is rather nice. And now for the even better manipulative spell. 1 Snatch Steal. Now that this card's at 1, it'll be nice getting to abuse this card for as long as I have the privilege to. Anybody remember when Snatch Steal got unbanned back in 2015 and then instantly got hit the ban list after? Now let's see if that'll happen again. 1 Monster Reborn. And finally, 1 Foolish Burial. Now for trap cards. 3 Infinite Impermanence. I gotta say, it feels so nice getting to have this card now. Remember when I made a deck profile of my Cyberdark structure deck a while back? Yeah, this is where I got it from. 2 Solemn Judgment. And finally, 1 Red Zone. For those of you that don't know what Red Zone does, it's a continuous trap that can pop an opponent's card on the field when an effect activates, and it can only be used once per turn. And it can only activate if you control a Red Dragon Archfiend Synchro Monster. Now for my side deck, 1 Droll. At some point, I'm looking to get 2 more copies of this card, and I may consider tossing in a whole playset of this guy in my main deck. Next, we have 1 Dimension Shifter. 2 Nibiru. This guy, in my opinion, is honestly mandatory to have in your main deck or side deck, whether it's at 2 or 3. 1 DD Crow. Still a really helpful card to have. 1 Dark Ruler No More. Another competitive staple I didn't have that I have now. Very convenient card to have. 1 Regeki. 1 Twin Twisters. Eventually, I may take this card out for Harpy's Feather Duster. 3-Dimensional Barrier. 1 Eradicator Epidemic Virus. And finally, for the side deck, 2 Evenly Matched. Another competitive staple I didn't have previously that I own now. And now for the extra deck. First up, we have 3 Red Rising Dragon. 2 regular Red Dragon Archfiends. 1 Scarlight. I run Scarlight at 1 because generally, in my opinion, it's just a better card than regular Red Dragon Archfiend is, and if you're gonna synchro something, and you only really want to summon regular Red Dragon Archfiend if you're activating Scarred Red Dragon Archfiend's effect. Speaking of Scarred, I run him at 2. 3 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. 2 Hot Red No, I'm sorry, this is Abyss. 3 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. 2 copies of Bane. 1 copy of King Calamity. I did not have this guy in my previous profile, but I decided to take out regular Red Nova Dragon for this guy because this guy's effect is honestly better. I mean, yeah, Red Nova Dragon has that power-up bonus, but this guy is just a good negation card to have. And finally, 1 Red Supernova. That is it for my updated Red Dragon Archfiend deck profile. I hope you all liked it. For those of you that want to take after it, I hope that it helps. So please like and subscribe for more content from my channel. And I hope you all have a fun time in the future. See you later, y'all.